People always ask about noises that their treadmills are making, and one quick test that you can do before you call in to a service provider or technical support is simply giving a little bit more information. If your treadmill is making a noise, one thing you have to do is see if the treadmill is doing it with a person on it or without a person on it. So this treadmill right here is quiet. So I'm going to get on here, I'm going to speed it up a little bit, and then just start walking on it. So I'm getting a noise now walking on this treadmill, and then I step off and it goes away. So what that tells me is that there's probably something in the deck suspension or maybe in the frame, maybe where the incline motor connects to the incline frame. Something's not quite right there. If the noise is related to speed, and as you increase the speed, the noise gets louder, it is 100% in a bearing. That is a telltale sign of a bearing failure, is that the noise gets louder as you increase speed. Just like a wheel bearing in your car will be very quiet at a slower speed, than once you get up to, say, interstate speeds, it would be extremely loud. Of course, this treadmill, there's nothing wrong with it, but if there were a bearing issue, we would hear a loud grumbling, and it would continue to get louder as we speed the treadmill up. What we need to do at this point is isolate the bearings in the rollers, front and rear roller, from the bearings in the drive motor. So I'm going to stop the unit and get the drive belt off the treadmill, unhook the drive belt. So now the motor is not connected to the belt and the rollers. I'll move the belt by itself. I don't hear anything. This sounds pretty good. What I'll do is I'll go ahead and start the drive motor by itself. Now that we finally got it started, as you can see, it's spinning and it's not making any noise either, because we know these are both working well together. Now, what will normally happen is either one or the other will be making a noise. If it's coming from the belt area, you've got a little bit more work to do. You've got to figure out if it's coming from the rear roller or the front roller. The best way to figure that out is really by taking the front and rear rollers off and spinning them and examining them on a bench, or a mechanic's stethoscope is also another good way to tell. But there's your treadmill making a noise.